Archeologists in Israel have discovered what they believe to be the remains of an ancient Greek courtesan. The cremated remains of a young woman were found in a burial cave alongside a perfectly preserved bronze box mirror on a rocky slope close to Kibbutz Ramat Rachel, not far from Jerusalem. Dr. Guy Stiebel from the Department of Archaeology and Ancient Near Eastern Culture at Tel Aviv University was one of the people that we need to congratulate for this finding, and he joins us now. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Ariel.
So the tomb is believed to date back to sometime, if I understand, between the late 4th century and early 3rd century BCE. What makes you think that it was a courtesan?
Well, it all started with the discovery of the tomb itself, and the fact that, as you very nicely referred to it, the cremated remains of a woman were found there, including one item, 4 nails, and what appears now on the screen turned out to be a mirror. Now, the dating was basically deduced by us due to the fact that we could date this mirror, and this mirror is extremely interesting because it is a gender artifact during the Hellenistic time, and you can see the very specific shape of the handle. It allows us actually to pinpoint it to the time of Alexander the Great, of a period of which we know nearly nothing in the archaeology of Jerusalem. Therefore, it was an exciting discovery, but for us archaeologists, and I have to give the credit for the IAA, for my colleague Liat Oz, who excavated the site, but when I came to ask what can we say about the artifact, normally we deal with artifact, but it is very difficult to go one step beyond to the narrative and to shed light on the people who owned them. In this case, we knew from the very beginning that we deal with a woman, but the fact that there was no site whatsoever in the near neighborhood forced us basically to one conclusion, and one only. We do know that women got mirror came to the possession of mirrors such through what we call in Greece, or in the ancient Greek world, through the economy of gifts. And we speak about high status ladies because 600 grams of bronze in that period of time were extremely expensive, and the production, the fact that the metal had to be important suggests that we speak about a woman of high status. But women of high status never left home. So if we don't have a farm, if we don't have a village, if we don't have a town next to the tomb that is situated on the highway, we are forced to believe that she was buried during what we think a campaign, one of the Hellenistic armies, whether it is that of Alexander or someone else. And we do know that women of a certain status, social status, that we refer to as hetairai, were known, to leave the house and to be given gifts as such, especially mirrors, by the lovers, the people they accompany.
Fascinating.
So we're basically suggesting that 2,300 years ago, one of the armies marched by, and courtesan, as you very rightly suggested, was accompanying one of the generals. She happened to die, and we came to, for the first time, to come face to face with the possibility of a tomb.
We have just about a minute left, so I do want to ask you, burial by cremation, was that typical at the time? And also, I see the mirror very well, but we don't see the vessel or anything. Where were her remains placed? Was there a tradition of placing them in a vessel, or did you find the body just cremated there in the grave?
There are two ways of cremating people. One, as we refer to urns, that you're left, and I do apologize for the figurative aspect, but you're left only with ashes. In this case, we speak about a lower stage, so to speak, when you see charred bones, but they're not fully cremated, and we could identify through the skeletal remains that they belong to women. You were absolutely right to suggest that this is not typical to this part of land. And this was one of our keys actually to decipher this riddle, who this woman is, because we speak about a Greek burial practice, and when you put all the jigsaw puzzle, all the pieces together, we came out with the conclusion that that mirror belonged to a very specific lady, a Greek lady, in a very, very important moment in time that eventually led to us all, to the Western people. This is the threshold of the change from East and West, and actually the creation of the fusion that is a foundation of our Western world today.
Fascinating. Fascinating. Congratulations for this fascinating discovery, Dr. Guy Stiebel. Next time when we discuss, I will have to ask you and understand what is the newest graves that an archaeologist can excavate. Is it 500 years? Is it 1,000 years? Because the whole thing about opening graves is I think very delicate in different cultures, and but that's for another discussion. Thank you very much for finding the time to speak with us about this. Thank you.